Hi, welcome to this week's scripture study class. The scripture study technique that we're going to be looking at today is using the scripture helps in the Gospel Library app. I'm going to show you online, but is there in the Gospel Library app for you, and you'll be able to find it in the same route that I show you. This is a new manual that has been put into the Gospel Library, and it helps answer common questions which are connected to the scriptures. So these are the questions from this week's Come Follow Me that they've looked at, and they offer and provide responses and quotes and thoughts on these particular ones. So let's have a look at where they are. So this is if you go to churchofjesuschrist.org or into your Gospel Library app and you click onto the libraries, Gospel Library, then if you scroll down to books and lessons and click on that, then if you move into the Institute, there are a couple of routes that you can go to get this, but this one is the one that I'm picking. Then you go on to Scripture Courses, and then there it is. Scripture Helps Old Testament. There's a Scripture Helps New Testament one, but we're obviously in this one for this year's study. So if you click on this, it brings you up, and then you can navigate to this week's Come Follow Me. So it's ordered in the Come Follow Me, and it's all sectioned out by week, which is really helpful to have a look at and to be able to navigate those questions that you might have. So if you select this one for this week's, and as you just scroll down, I'd like you as part of this class to have a look at and select any of these questions. So go through, have a look at the response and share it with the class in the WhatsApp group. So just share maybe an impression that you have, or a thought that you have, or a line from the response that you can look at and share with us. One of the ones that I think is really good is this one here in Genesis 3:15 and Moses 4:21. This is referring to Eve and the seed of the woman Eve. It's referencing the seed of the woman in this particular verse. It's talking about Jesus Christ, who was a descendant of Eve and Adam. Sometimes we think it's just the seed, meaning all of the children, but it is particularly referencing Christ. And it's talking about how Christ has power over Satan, that his seed has power over Satan. And I think that's a great truth to understand, particularly in light of the fall that we are looking at this week. What I really like about this resource is it has a number of references. So if you just click on the reference, you can see where they're taking this information from. And so when you have a look at yours, also read through some of the reference material that forms this response to this question. And I'm sure that these responses aren't fully comprehensive, and they're not designed to be. So you can surely have a go at maybe adding to the answers to this question. This question might spur more questions. So maybe share a question that comes from this particular question and put it in the WhatsApp group. We'd love to hear from you. Okay, have a great week with your studies, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye.